Alright everybody, what we're going to do is test the waterproofness or water resistance of the Capitan bag. I have a bunch of jeans down here, some towels, whatever it takes to load it up. I'm going to load it up with jeans on the bottom, and then I'll put towels at the top because I figure that's where it's going to leak if it does leak. Maybe I'll put a towel on the bottom too, and then that way we can kind of see what actually where it leaks at, if it does leak at all. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, it has a bunch of jeans in it, one towel at the bottom, one towel or two towels at the top, and I folded it over 4 times. Yukon Outfitters says 3 times. They recommend at least 3 times, but you can see the 4 times there gives me I still have my 45 liters. I thought 4 times would be fair. Let's see what we get. Okay, as you can see, I'm set up in the shower. I figured it'd be the way that you're wearing it, so I put the water against the backside. Even though it folds against, which is probably an advantage, it folds that way so that it resists the water coming that way. And we'll go this way for 5 minutes and see what happens in a downpour. We'll check things out, and then we'll I'm even going to submerge it in the tub after this. So let's see what we get. Alright everybody, that was 6 minutes. I ran downstairs and I forgot all about it, so it was up here running. So that was 6 minutes it was actually running. It feels fine, but let's do something else. Let's go like that. And let it run for another 5 minutes. Oh wait, one more thing. I'm letting the water fill up in the bottom. I have the cork filled up. And the purpose of that is because I don't want to waste as much water when I go to, I'm going to dunk it after we get done doing this first test. So I'm letting it fill at the bottom. I don't know if that's the best test or not, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see if it's waterproof or not. We're going to test it out, so we'll know. All right, everybody, what it's doing is it's slipping on me, and I can't keep it up anymore because the other stuff, the tub is filled up. So it's close enough. It's at 4 minutes right now running that direction. So that's good enough for a test. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to angle the camera around here. There. Let's see. Go up a little higher. All right. Go ahead and dry it off. Get any residual water off of there, especially near the opening. We'll get the bottom dried off.
You know, of course the straps are nice and wet. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got. The towel's completely dry on the top. Completely dry. Second towel is dry. One pair of jeans looking good. Some shorts looking good. Looking good. We're almost there at the bottom. Completely dry. Completely dry. So a total of 10 minutes in a downpour. 6 minutes on the outside, 4 minutes on the inside, and it is completely dry. Alright, let's pack it back up and get it. I'm going to submerge it. I'll fill the rest of the tub up and we'll be right back. Alright everybody, it's still filling up, but you'll get the idea here. I'm going to just shove it in there and let it keep filling. As long as the seam is below, that's pretty much what I'm looking for. But make your own judgment. Well, maybe that is going to be good enough. Well, if anything, that's nice to know that it floats. Maybe this is harder than I thought. Huh. Well, all right. I'll just come over here and stand here and hold it down. Let me get my timer watch. All right. We're good to go. I'll let you guys break and I'll be right back. All right, what I did is I stopped the test after 1 minute because I could see some air bubbles coming out of there. And I'm grabbing the camera to show you where it is. There it is right there. It's along the seam, but it's really hard to push underwater. So if it were floating along, I got a good feeling that it would generally be waterproof. I just so happen to have something right along the seam right there that's not letting mine stay waterproof, which instead makes it water resistant instead of waterproof. But, well, let's finish it off. Let me see what happened up the seam here, the seam side, while I'm here. Move the camera just a bit. There we go. Let's see what we got for 1 minute being underneath there. Especially the seam, I was really thinking about that. Well, nothing. So the seam is actually the foldable top was great, dunked underwater for a whole minute. I got nothing.
towel as dry as can be. Of course, I didn't dry it off that time, so there's some water coming down inside there. Jeans are looking good. Looking good. All the way to the bottom. Here's the last towel. Dry as can be. So it looks like that it generally, I would guess that it would have been waterproof if I had, I'm guessing all I got to do is take a little bit of patching and just throw right on there, inner tube patching or something like that, and that thing would be waterproof. Although what's nice is it floats, so if you lost this in the river, it would actually float. Most people wouldn't leave it in there for, I don't know, if it was in there for an hour, you know you're already asking for something anyway. But and I had pressure on it to push that air out. If there was no pressure on it, it would have been just fine. The straps are soaked. They're sponge soaked, and you can see the water accumulation right up there. But other than that, I would almost guess and say it's waterproof. I mean,